Welcome to the novel audio. I wish you all the best. Is the director's secretary. I'm standing outside the conference room door right now. The cup of coffee just finished. No matter how good the door is. Still can't stop the famous scold tie. Out of the blue came a cold man's voice, sharp, extremely fast speech speed, every word clear as a knife. One of you two is finally making fun of me. Be honest, you wrote this plan with your feet, right? Take it to the vegetable market. The girls and ants passing by must have clicked their tongues. It's too bad. It's too bad. And this project. I read 20 pages without understanding what you're talking about. Can you present a gist for clarity? With this kind of writing ability. Even the funeral doesn't know who you're going with. It's a bunch of stupid disabled proteins. The brain forgets at home and makes a pile of documents like shit. I have the guts in front of me. I'm so confident my ass hasn't been wiped clean. Dare to show me. Look at evolution. You guys skipped brain development, to be honest. I pay you to come here and work. Or to drive me crazy. The whole office is quiet. Everyone's eyes droop like a turtle with its head in its shell. No one dared to speak up. I hear this, I silently turn, silently bring the coffee. The boss is in a fight. If you dare to enter now? It's like making your own beer. This coffee he may not drink. But I can't stand it. Another guy cursing his face. I made excuses to go to the bathroom. Performing concealment techniques. Back in the conference room was empty. I understand the storm is temporary. Come back for a new cup of coffee. Then go straight to the director's office. The door was closed, but someone was clearly in front of me. This is private. The new assistant secretary is crammed in from the accounting department. I hear it's based on relationships. She's wearing a tight-fitting dress. Wear 10-inch high heels. Bold makeup. A small voice like a play. This is your coffee shop manager. Just said. He bent over to put his coffee on the table. The man behind the desk. Tall and straight. Handsome face can't be blamed. The deep eyes exuded a cold air. Noble in a natural way. But right now those eyes are as cold as ice. Who are you? Who let you in? This is your business? Go out. The smile on the lips immediately stiffened. I'm the new assistant secretary. It's called private. Nama's busy. She asked me to bring her coffee. I'm the only one who mentioned Kier. Maybe I didn't know I was wrong. The man didn't even look at her. Just keep reviewing and signing documents on hand. Come out, don't make me repeat it a second time. Take a deep breath. Then her legs suddenly lost control. It's as if I'm suffering from hemorrhoids. Still holding a cup of coffee, he rushed forward. The man didn't move. Just softly speaking, the cold tone. I advise you to think carefully before singing the water. This suit of mine is worth 200,000. You have enough money not to. She swayed a few, finally reluctant to stand up again. The man glanced indifferently. His eyes swirled from head to toe as if judging. A faulty item. And then he laughed and said, "Let me ask you which room you work in. Are you going to call the police to arrest me for harassment? I really don't understand. Why did the Human Resources Department recruit you? Even standard models stand photo advertisement. Also not reached. Want to overthrow the position of SAO quarter secretary. But you're not as beautiful as her. She's 11,000 times better than her. I can't help but curl my lips. The hated boss Kier after yelling at me for so long. I'm finally acknowledging some of my worth. But it's too early," he continued. Of course, don't get me wrong. I didn't mean to compliment her. I didn't mean to scold her. I'm just presenting a truth. Like GU dress of secretary quarter. Just my grandmother's dentures. This just came out. The smile on her face instantly died. Or are you going to target the boss? People should know the limits. Instead of embracing illusions. It flew straight up into the sky after just one night. It's not a self-improvement, it's more practical. I strongly advise you to check it out. Parkinson's disease is not. Actually, I should have predicted that. The evil mouth of Shunlei, not day 1, day 2. The right mobile emotional destruction tool. The private process wept endlessly, hugging the coffee and walked away. As you walked past me. She didn't forget to glance at a hateful one, right at that moment. The man's voice echoed again. Calm but cold. How long are you going to stand at the door? That's more security. I walked in with a sigh. It's flying ears and wind. The judge sits behind the table. Slowly adjust the gold frame. The elongated finger tapped lightly on the table. Forms rhythmic rhythms that pressure. Like the clock. Countdown to an upcoming round of insults. I look at that gesture, it's definitely mentally prepared. Secretary gentleman's speaking tone, not fast, not slow. I pay you 7 figures a year. Not to let you go and gossip. I hope you can learn from the power pole, know how to stand in your place. Standing steady without reclining, and absolutely not shunned to be irrelevant. You should also have a sense of danger, at my current value. If you are accidentally poisoned, you die suddenly. The person who has to eat first is you. Look at the salary I get every month. You need to be able to see better. If myopia gets worse, the company can fund your eye surgery. I hope from now on, there will be no more ridiculously dressed AI deliberately closing in on me. I wear normal glasses. He can't ignore this. But you can still bluntly blame me for being blind. There is another secretary. He glanced at me from head to toe. A very sincere tone. It hurts others so much. You don't normally look in the mirror. This dress is very seasonal. This seriously affects the image of the company. Customers are threatened to flee. Who's responsible for the damage? I laughed awkwardly, try to hold down the anger for 2 hours, haha. Laughing is not beautiful. Stop laughing and interrogate your enemy. This mouth is getting worse and worse. If you didn't pay me a hefty salary, I washed my hands soon. What I get is not a salary. It's obviously a shame. When I walk out of the office, I caught a guy packing his stuff. She's holding a big box with a dark face. She was fired. Accounting department where she used to be. He was also called by the boss to talk about a bad fight. The sound of high heels banging against the stone. She passed me by. Your eyes want to burn others. He despises me even more. Don't think I can't see. I thought I was in that position because of my ability. Who doesn't know what you're here for? It's like you carry shoes. He doesn't deserve it. I smile a gentle smile. But there's no remorse, like standing in front of the boss. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm a graduate from North Korea into the company based on real competence, real qualifications, real achievement. Your presentation is truly unmatched. Bachelor of Arts degree here based on the relationship. There's nothing more to say. Before you were a nuisance, I ignored it. But today didn't just get me scolded. I'm gonna pour more dirty water on my head. I'm sorry. I'm not a soft pink. I can squeeze. Don't give me a dime and ask me to curse. Dreaming in the daytime, my aunt bent down. Take advantage of the close-up height. A small voice with every word like a dagger, relying on men to advance. I don't know about that. I'm not in the same business as you. I have no experience, so it's hard to comment. I just wish you would dream soon. Goodbye. Congratulations to the 7-year-old. You can't fight again. What to do? She can only blink silently. The depression finally dissipated a lot. Take a step to the sky, the sea is wide, really can't rate me. In the afternoon I water, tilling the land for the boss's fortune tree. I'm holding the little hall as it gets bigger and bigger. The office has no AI. The old disease recurred and could not help humming a few sentences. In a large mining company, digging again. They spend a lot of money and still can't afford it. The boss is very annoying all the time. Suddenly there's a sob in the back. The judge leaned sluggishly against the door. I don't know how long I've been listening. He curled his mouth like he wasn't laughing. You don't want to live anymore, do you? The 3 dots that sang out of tune were overheard. I'm confused. His face suddenly flushed red. Are you going to be a CA? If I do, I'll issue a hazard warning to the entire country. To interrogate the enemy of your house. The day before the 1st of May. The judge just returned from work. I just drove a car and asked for a leave of absence. My boss told me to pick him up at the bar, because the crowd. I haven't seen your shadow for a long time. So call him. Boss, where are you? The cold voice at Kier's head echoed. In front of her, I'm upset to drive forward. You can't see it, or the boss is waving. His voice seemed to come out of his teeth. Ladies and gentlemen, my waving hand is about to fall to this place. All 10 taxes stopped. But in my heart, I panicked. It's not that I don't see it. I laughed too close to you. When he got in the car, I laughed shamefully, trying to hide the embarrassment. The coroner is in the driver's seat with his legs crossed. He looked at me with deep eyes. In your eye sockets are 2 chicken eggs. You can blink without seeing. I want to silence him. I'm not kidding. You say again. I'm packing tonight and going on a business trip with me tomorrow. What? The steering wheel in my hand is almost unsteady. I thought you forgot the time. Tomorrow is International Labor Day. You just kept talking, I know. Is that wrong? I'm going to dinner tomorrow. In addition to loving money, I also love money. You're handsome. You call me every 2 hours. I'm not ashamed to date people. I fight to the boss. Can't you go? He looked at me, both gentle and cruel, uttered the words. Not unless you don't want to. This is definitely revenge. The big, stupid little guy. I was so angry that I drove so fast. On the way, I turned a blind eye to the words he wanted to say, that's it. To the door of the company, he slowly did not get out of the car, your eyebrows clenched tight in blue and white. I forgot about my drunk boss, your voice is stiff, secretary quarter. 15 minutes into the car, she overtook another car 10 times, 8 times. Scolded 6 times, you get angry on the road. Not thinking for yourself either, you have to think for others. Your extra seat is life-threatening. I suggest you stop driving later. God, I suggest you don't open your mouth. To the office. Arrange documents to be used for business travel tomorrow. Nice guy sent me a message. He asked me what time he would pick me up tomorrow. I'm afraid to answer. No need. I have to go on business for the time being. Let's reschedule another day. Sorry. He paused for a moment and happily agreed. I will wait for you when I have time. You go to work. Pay attention to safety. The boy is obedient and knows how to care. Crying to death, looking at the files in my hand. The more arranged, the more exasperated. Boss is not here. I definitely picked up the phone, making videos of crazy stuff. Count every item in your boss's room, from the boss umbrella. 8 meals to the handmade carpet of mind underfoot, from a real leather sofa. He sat down to his toothbrush, used in the toilet, with status. I sold all this stuff, then get paid to call 18 models. After shooting the video, posted on social networks. The result is midnight before going to bed. I habitually open it, 99 plus announcements. In addition to video predictions uptrending, the most prominent comment, are you sick? Why don't you definitely scam me? Or you have inappropriate intentions towards me so you can't afford to. This familiar voice in my heart trembled. The comments below are teased. Welcome to enjoy the scene and facial distortion. Haha. Ask permission to look inside for the rest of your life. Your boss is kind of like this office of yours. Please have a boss who cares about the staff. Whether you meet in person or online, ask, is there a disease? You're a genius. I respect you. I'll make friends with you and you can say no. Secondhand brushes are sold, I swear. This brush looks like it just went through World War III. I suggest you give it to me directly to return the toilet. I look at my nickname, my boss is a big idiot. Suddenly there's a bad feeling. It can't be. It's not a coincidence. I remember you didn't play this app. Click on homepage. It's nothing. Except my IP address is in the same city as mine. Breathe a sigh of relief. But a second later the phone rang. Message alarm. Secretary, please. She goes to work tomorrow to explain her nickname. My late boss is coming so early. Why don't you tell me not to sell my boss? At least I can. Let's just say it really sold. Urgent task. I can't help but think in front of me. What day? If you take the first step, you are less likely to be fired. As you can see, my boss's mouth is itching. The dog had to stop and scold. This guy doesn't pee on his own. See if you deserve to be a dog, as the director of the appellate corporation. The only heir of the court. In addition to beautiful appearance, standard body shape, and no tie head, there is no advantage. City media, Jiang uses 8 words to generalize about you. It is difficult to avoid the market. Business competition with others. It's cruel to ignore the law. The business competition of the judge without any quality. Company employees exhort to make a mistake. Discomfort with customers on search trends. Market accounting bargains. The official account of BA is used. Next post, Rooster pumping Leo. Don't talk to people in distress. At least don't make people miserable. What's the situation, Peanut? The customer is God. Thank Director Song. He gave me such a great gift. You are also old enough to enjoy the temple. I think half of the people are hurting me. The other half doesn't have a keyboard. The director was so angry that he stopped him. Abstracts are not illegal but are despised. He could be his secretary. Maybe we're the same kind of people. My morality is subjective. That his salary paid me back as per the rules. Objective law. To promote subjectivity accurately, must follow the objective rule as the premise. Sao, I can't refuse money for moral reasons. Simply put, it's still the same thing. He really paid me a lot. This can challenge employees, but I don't. So the two of us combined, it's kind of like him opening the dog door. The person he is apart from being famous for his appearance. It's poisonous and hateful. I see that the competitor in front of me is pushing the price. Try to get food in front of your mouth. Tiger from the supermarket, then, two companies bid for land west of the city. Because the two company buildings face each other. The judge bought a large mirror. Every day it's on the opposite side. I asked if it was used to make clothes. After looking in the mirror for a month, I've noticed that the effect of talent is not very clear, so I'm going to pretend to be a housekeeper. Blend into 6 markets. Use hot water to water his fortune tree 6. I heard that day the 6-year-old superstitious cried like a child. The next day he invited his customers to dinner. Under the aegis of the judge, I sneak in the back of the kitchen. Exchange 12 plates of food for 12 white chrysanthemums. Success makes cooperation lost. There was no other way for 6 to return. The 6-year-old is very focused on health. Cycling home, I stealthily deflated his wheels. The face is not red. The heart doesn't beat. Driving pretend. Accidentally, I met him and brought him home. It made him 6 in his heart. It's not over to scold. I wonder what you have left. He came home beaten by his wife. The reason is that it's on the hem of his shirt. With lipstick marks. When the 6-year-old responded, he regretted it. Suffering is hard to say. Black, silver, red Bobby. Bullying old man 6, then the judge's eyes turned to his son. His son hasn't graduated from college yet. I don't care about property. I get caught going to the card company every day. When you are not playing games, watch TV. Auditor bribes secretary. In the sub-6 director's office. If he watches TV, help plug it in. If he's playing a game, get a charger. Less than 3 weeks. The sub-6 director was scolded by his teammates. There are 3 levels in the game. I thought I was more or less aware. But he went straight to find his father. I told you feng shui is bad. Even the tree died, and I don't believe it. Then he's reasonable enough to go to the net bow. Game room. I also logically arranged a beautiful sister. Then a reasonable judge calls him 6, accused his son of not having a proper education. That night, 6 came home and was beaten very brutally by the council. The next day, crying bitterly, accused in front of the judge. Under the physical harassment of the winning bidder. The judge at the company door, let's go back and forth. As his close secretary, I'm sure, he just spanked me, I know, I'm going to fart. Quietly taking the bandages, osteosarcoma does not fall. The status of 6 cities is difficult to keep. Powerful C segment combined with Crimson Banner. He was so angry that his nose was no longer his nose. The eyes are no longer the eyes. This points to the scold, this bad boy key or auxiliary. When I was a kid, I held you in a bad mood. The doctor raised his eyebrows seriously. 6 words you don't cost money to buy. Choose words to please each other, don't say this or that next time. It's not good for friendship. If I think well, I am the best secretary in front of me. Under the shadow of deep, he couldn't find anyone less ethical than me. Not that I'm more talented than I am. If I think on the negative side, I'm the devil pretending to be cowardly for half a year under him. You say, I dare not argue. Today's results have been destroyed. If this is just one thing, it's okay. The point is that in high school he is as different as water and fire. After graduation, I gave him a break. I didn't think so either. 6 years later, I will be his secretary. Under the barricades of the enemy without God, this is after graduating from the master's degree. I found a good job, also in large companies. But the department director harassed me. Under the excitement, I beat people very cruelly. That old man's been in the hospital for 2 months. Because he's the president's brother-in-law. I was fired for not speaking. He was blacklisted in the industry. As soon as my 7 karmic sleuthing appeared, not only does it not count, but also pay a high salary to hire me, wearing danger before. Choose based on your ability. He's a really good guy. It makes him always be kind. I decided to look pathetic. I can't believe it was revealed today. Really 7 books. You're the enemy. If you miss the old enemy, you have a new debt. I don't want to think it's horrible. I fell asleep. Good night. This is the best thing in the world. My boss's car is parked under my house at 9 a.m. The judge sat in the back seat with his legs crossed. Inclined angle angled. Handsome, I'm thinking. Better to get in the car first. I'm a little nervous. You want to sell your car? How could that be? I frantically shook my head. Why haven't you been waiting for me to invite you? Maybe I didn't sleep well last night. My mind was spinning. I asked, what's your boss's instinct? Front right leg or front left leg? The angry man said jump up. And then I'm really good at jumping up. The result is not careful use of force when far jump fitness exam. I didn't have time to brake. He didn't have time to dodge. The body rushed forward out of control. Unexpected, not in time to take precautions. A clump in my ear came a low groan. The man's back pressed against the car door. My forehead is on your chin. 2 my hands find support instinctively, under solid emotions. In the palm of the hand is a clear heartbeat. Very close to the top of the head with warm breath. The waistline was covered with wide hands. His eyes are still black. I raise my head. The eyes cannot control to fall in. Thin red lips and throat, moving in front of you. The atmosphere becomes very strange. Until the sound of a soft breath echoed through. The driver's seat breaks the frozen air. I got up from the boss. Put your hands in front of your forehead, earnestly report. Please report that I didn't mean to. The bodyguard slowly stood up and moved his shoulders. He didn't say anything. His ears were a little red, hard to see. A while later. You deliberately. The girl sitting in front of me has a sad face. Turned his head back, his eyes revealed the light of excitement. But I still remember the words when I presented. Private is scolded. I quickly raised my hands to be clean. I swear, I'm sure there's no such thing as insecurity. Otherwise, your future boyfriend will be paralyzed. You can shut up and die. I didn't even swear I was interrupted. Take a deep breath. Put your hands up for the day. I quietly added yang. The face is immediately black. Look ahead. What kind of driving is that? It makes me shake my head. I want to say it again. It's not. It's clear the car isn't moving yet and it's quiet. The good news is that last night has been forgotten. The bad news is that your boss's mood is starting to get worse. I honestly kept quiet. It's scary in the quiet car. I think I just held up 4 fingers and swore. There are no permanent friends. There is no permanent enemy. There are only permanent benefits. This trip is an investment conversation with 6 cities. About business cooperation. Half of it must be on the table. The door is open. Inside is a teenager in a short shirt with black sleeves, hanging up his feet, arbitrarily play games. The judge frowned. Why is it you? Hear the noise. He put the phone down and turned his head. Short hair, silver gray, embellished classic face. Sunny boy. 2 hands put behind lazy posture investment. There's no way my father doesn't want to see you. His eyes slid out the back and fell on me. Her eyes sparkled. I was surprised to see his face. I quietly took 2 steps back. It's no different than fear. I didn't expect to beat him to death. Someone who calls me every day. And our sister. 2 hours ago, I was 6-year-old son. I was dressed as a janitor that day. Take the opportunity to sneak into the director's room. Lunch break inside without AI. I took a small watering can and watered it on the stump. There was a rustling sound behind the desk. The boy with the head of a crow's nest stood up from behind. Limb dim eyes, look at me stunned. I was threatened not to move. Well, the thing is, I'm a plumber. Suddenly he had a smile. Don't be afraid, I'm an intern. He's got a hot water bottle on the table. Give it to me. I whisper, water this, the tree will die. When facing each other, I can see the hidden meaning in the enemy's eyes, and then he suggested another way to communicate. I was excited, so I agreed. All day long he has a sister. You 2 are looking for me to talk. He invited me to dinner. But several times. I missed an appointment because I was temporarily busy. Then even though I'm going to follow the boss, bullying the boss' 6 kids, but I've never met him in person. Who knows you are him? I think he's very kind. Instead, help outsiders. 6 men very kind. Desi. I sat in the empty chair between him and the judge. Take the menu and put it in my hand. Sister, see what you want to eat. I don't care about the existence of the third person. I don't know, I thought you two were dating. My eyes are not clear. Look between the two of us. Her eyes flashed to her hair and she stopped. The corners of the thin lips softly curled up. It is both foreign and non-foreign. 2 meals were brought up. 6 Min moves the plate of beef stir-fried herbs to one side. Gentle movements, suddenly a cold voice came from the left. People who are bad seem. The angry boy clenched his fist. Suddenly thinking of something. He raised his eyebrows and glanced at the detective. His sister is not good for me. Maybe he's normally so mean to you. Why don't you tell the truth? I'm about to be 30 this year. They say 30-year-old women are like flowers, 30 men like old cucumbers. And old cucumbers are used to stuff flowers. I quickly covered his mouth with my hand. Can you stop talking? I can't see my boss's face is going to be as black as a pot ass. To reconcile, I quickly grabbed a chicken leg and put it in 8 of 6 Min. Eat rice, eat rice. The boys stopped attacking. Slowly reveal Ra picking up small coins. Listen to your secretary, don't forget who you are. I can see the dark face of the devil. I quickly poured him a glass of water. Boss, drink water 6 Min, nibbling chicken thighs, narrow leg, drink cold water, my sister is my sister. It seems that the 6-year-old boss is studying in North Korea. The atmosphere was silent for a moment. I can't control this scene, or you two fight. The tip of the tongue of the chestnut under the jaw. Maybe he's really pissed off 7 years ago. I like to have sex. Why don't you say the earth is your home? Such a big school met 1 by 0 a month. And your sister hasn't asked her table mate for 2 years. Her BA is AI. If something goes wrong, now you have to call me a man. 2 eyes that don't meet but look at me. Elves fighting demons met disaster. My eyes hovered pretending to be calm. Bow down to eat watermelon. Sweet watermelon. My husband and I have known each other since the first half of the semester, year 11. I had just transferred from abroad. It doesn't seem at all like a rich young man, arrogant but cold. Take everything for granted and have a contemptuous attitude. It has a location, top of the class one value the most. I've always known that there are a lot of people with conditions. Than me, but not everyone has the same situation as me. However, his appearance made me feel. It turns out that the distance between people, it's not just a distance, it's a mountain. You can never climb up. I was born into a very intellectual family. Both parents were college students. They've got a college education, but I can't get rid of all the old ideas. Run the day I was born. There are a lot of people outside the delivery room when you know I'm a girl. My mother said a sentence before her coma. It's so cruel. My father laughed. A cigarette for those who come to celebrate. He said he won't make it up to you next time. My grandmother in the country slaps her thighs and swears. My father was married and had to pay. Born an unlucky child, so when I was 6 months old. My mother pregnant my brother. The whole family went through the gloom first. He laughed so hard that his teeth couldn't see his eyes. Jubilant, after my brother was born, people fight to hold you. But no one remembers me sitting hungry in the corner. All day my survival instinct makes me cry. My mother said for sure, I saw my brother welcomed by many people. So in my heart I feel discontent, deliberately getting attention. My daughter was jealous from a young age. Then I grew up in trouble. But I still don't understand. I don't understand why in the morning my brother gets 3 fried eggs and I can't get one. Apparently the teacher said eggs help the body grow. But he said girls don't need a lot of nutrition. Like that. I don't understand why my brother went to a private school. High school fees and I can only break a broken book. Based on merit, free tuition, study in public school. I don't understand why my brother was crying after school. Screaming and refusing to go to the club, my parents still coaxed him. And when I suggested, if my brother doesn't want to, I can replace him. My parents will scold me for being a little girl who knows all things. I don't understand why my brother has never been in the kitchen. I have to get up early every day. 1 year 4 seasons soak hands in cold water. WASH8 discs covered with grease. I do laundry for my whole family. I don't understand why I stay up late studying. Never received a word of interest. A glass of milk with only endless cursing. They say I waste electricity. Tell me to break it. I don't understand why. Just because I am you. Everything that's good must be left to my brother. I can help you with your homework too. And when it hits me, I can't fight back. I don't understand why my brother goes to school every day to be picked up again. And I have to do it myself. There's so much I don't understand, so I started asking why. After high school, the school's a long way from home. I don't want to waste time on the road, so I asked, "Can you take me to school like my brother?" Because they were not comfortable, my brother studied with his uncle. I studied my uncle at school, just bother them once a week. My father didn't say anything. I think he agreed. Monday morning was less than 5 a.m. My mother woke me up with a chicken broom. She laughed and said, "You didn't tell me to give it to you." I quietly woke up in my father's car. The sky was as dark as a giant beast fanging, all along the way. My dad kept yelling at me, telling me I wasn't going to die. Hate eyes can't eat me alive. 15 minutes in the car. I've heard malicious curses. The worst in this life, never thought. That words like that came out of my mouth. My gut went too early. The school gate is not open. I rely on the land in front of the gate. Sitting quietly for 2 hours. It's so cold and dark. I watched the sun rise from the east. The morning light filled everywhere. From then on, there's an endless surge of life in my heart. Motivated me to get up early. 2 hours walk 6 kilometers from home to school. 9,268 steps I've taken in 3 years. I'm not like my brother. You never have to worry about money. I don't have pocket money. I'm so poor that I only have self-respect. Humble without value. I tried to open my mouth, but they're educated people. They not only didn't give me, they always trampled me. It's trampled my self-respect, in short words, humiliation to the end. When my brother was, I was thinking about how to make money. So since I was a kid, I've loved money. You can't live without money. I collect trash in the sub-district, do homework for people. Hand out flyers selling erasure pens before the exam. After the exam, sell colored pens. Sometimes I get hit a few times. Telling me to go out makes them look bad. The turning point was during the summer vacation, after graduating from high school. Family BA, their people travel. On the way, there was an argument over a disagreement. My brother won the steering wheel and then hit a truck going the opposite direction. On the highway. Both cars overturned, 5 people, 1 AI alive. When I heard this news, the first reaction was unfortunate. I feel sorry for the newly married couple, sitting in the truck. Their funeral was arranged in a hurry. The grandmother in the village rushed up to fight. Property and money, compensation. She didn't want to leave me a penny. I'm weeping with a knife and I'm better than her. I've been spreading rumors all over the place that their parents love each other. Abused daughter. I told my grandmother I wanted all the property. My house is divided, my grandmother's children. I don't need face. But they always need faces, after going back and forth. I've been given $20,000 and the dilapidated old house is here. All the valuables in the house were taken away. Not much, but I finally got it. I even changed my name, from Quarter Moves to Quarter Numb From. I'm no longer the one who lived to have my brother born. I'm who I am, high school number 1. It's a very famous school. There is no shortage of good students. Although my entrance exam performance was very good. But they didn't get a special exemption, but the leader from 10th to 11th grade was always me. The monthly scholarship belongs to me, school. Consider my circumstances and allow me to study abroad. I'm busy every day. I'm busy delivering breakfast to the boarders in the morning. I tutored my classmates for a fee at noon. Afternoon typing homework on the computer. Print and sell evening overtime at the convenience store. I also participated in some competitions. The money earned is just enough to live on. My grace is not very good. Because I don't have 8 things to do with people, there are no friends in class. You can help your friends do anything. It's full of 2 words, lack of money and want of money. He was filled with the breath of a merchant. So after the students transfer, the judge jumped to number 1. Everybody's laughing at me. I wasn't familiar with the trial at the time. There is no feeling in my heart. Most of all, I regret losing 500 yuan. At the same time, push yourself to try harder. After seeing the results, go to class. People are surrounding the interrogation. Praised him very well. I'm glad he finally pulled me down. The number 1 spot has finally changed. I look forward to seeing the man's face. The scholarship is available for him. There is no other person's part. He's so arrogant, he finally kicked the iron. The boy sat in his chair, unable to speak. Number 1 is hard. Why is it so exciting? You guys didn't get a lot of 500 yuan, not even my socks. 3 flowers not cure. Which one did not win first class? They keep blowing up like that. I've also lost my face here. Of course I want to find somewhere else. The face of puberty is higher than heaven. Uttered words often carry malice, without anyone knowing, or self-understanding. $500 is not worth to us, but for men, it's a big deal. Every shoe he wears is a discount, ha ha ha. I don't know where he got it. Shoes like you, 3410. Can you still go? Don't you think he only has 2 pairs of shoes? I don't see another pair either. Do you normally not wash? Even more outrageous words. It's not that I've never heard of it. The comparison is nothing. My face is as usual. They care about me like that. You're going to raise money for me. But points can sometimes be used as a weapon. Harm to fight back, worried about the predicament. The present cannot be changed immediately. It just adds to the annoyance. The minute they shut up, written on his face full of hamsters. They say I am poor, but they don't help me out of poverty. Am I poor or have nothing to do with you? Shunning people will always be noticed. Good-looking student, good family transfer students. These titles make the interrogation. Object of discussion after class. They say he wears a dress every day. Never wear the same pair of shoes that are expensive. They said he didn't take his class seriously, but still achieved good performance. And my son only relies on hard work, they say. You and I are not in the same world. To highlight the existence of a person, usually need a background. I've become the object of comparison. Dip in someone else's mouth. One on earth, one in heaven. One is a folk repertoire. A person is an excellent work of art. I didn't kill you, but you died for me. This has nothing to do with you. But this sarcasm from you, Rhea, it's very difficult for me to be objective, fair about you, especially after the winning exam. The class leader realized that your performance was outstanding, but the language is a bit poor. He and I are the opposite, so you and I were forced to be table mates. In English class, the teacher asked us to divide the passage to read. The teacher is always strict about praise. Running towards you? I only got 1. English pronunciation in Chinese style. Need to try harder. If you look happy on your face, good. But you still seem to stop, the indifference. Yours makes me feel all my efforts. Minutes become useless. What I've been chasing with all my might. It's something that other people can easily access. Or even snorting contemptuously. Because I like money, I always think rich people. Very cute, but now I just find him so obnoxious. The worst thing is pretending. He talked to me, but I ignored him. He asked me for my homework, but I didn't answer. He complained. That the pronunciation. My English sounds like I'm speaking English, outside the planet. I scolded him for being a gymnast. Run with your feet. Based on your poor linguistic performance. I scolded him in many different ways. All day I see you like a princess. It's coming that month. Nervous but there push nil. The goat farts, the sheep are still playing the house. I'm angry and I'm pinning my lips like a pufferfish. The next day I had dark eyes. A boy who scolded her all the time. Proud night like a fighting chicken. He black turtle looks in the mirror. I mean, look at that look. I fell in love. I mean, someone just messed up. It just makes me look so sad. I said you act like, you say I'm old and I don't have eyes. A few times later. Number 1 is the 2 of us taking turns. But I carefully noticed that he's all using the same pen. Every exam. Before the exam, clasped hands, silently muttered. I'm sure he'll ask for help. Rich people have many tricks. I'm afraid you're asking the devil. That's for the sake of justice. Before the exam, I bought 2 pens, one for you and one for me. After your secret pen exchange was exposed, the history teacher walked into the classroom with a graded exam. Deep eyes look at us. Sure, look at him. The 2 people with the lowest scores in the entire group. They are all our class. Examination 25 points. The entire silent class has a maximum score of 125, which is very, very poor. The boy whose name was called was astounding. The teacher gave you the exam. The deep voice. You are a 7-year-old. No, I can't help laughing. The teacher turns her head. Don't laugh. You and he are 8-year-olds who weigh you 20 points. He is a Chinese and I am a foreign enemy. The whole class, including the judge, laughed. The smile is not lost. Just transfer from one person to another. After taking the exam, I found out that the text itself is blank. It's cleaner than my face, so is your exam. We both looked at each other and then we looked back through the pen box. For on the pen writing pen lost letters, because this is an unnecessary expense. So when I bought it, I told my boss to buy the cheapest one. Cheap things are not good things. The total score is 100. Self-help questions 75 points, responsibility section 25 points. Part responsibility dot by scanner. Should fill with pencil 2B, no ink pen. In other words, your responsibility is right. I made a mistake. It changed my pen. I know I'm wrong and I know the explanation. Your face is turning hard and your eyes are rising. Precious mail from you sick. I dress Athena. The goddess of wisdom, Athena. That's it. So to be fair, next time I'm going to dress Confucius. Since then I've realized clearly how petty and mean he is, because I sleep late at night. I have to buy breakfast in the morning. I'm usually late for morning self-study. So to avoid a point deduction, I climbed the wall and snuck into the school. You're the one who doesn't go to morning classes. Should volunteer to join the student council's disciplinary team, squatting every day waiting for me behind the wall. From early morning, made my name appear on the offender list. Disciplined for a month. My hard work points are all cut in half. Where the attendance grade is related to the assessment of BA students. Good end of period. Good BA students get NT10. I can deduct my points but not my money. So during the physical exam, I gave it to him on purpose. Lower scores in all categories. I'm surrounded by people I'm deliberately yelling at. Jump 1.3 meters high. Jump distance 1.6 meters. 50 meters 9 seconds, 800 meters 5 minutes, BA swing crossbar without pieces. Height 1m79. I finally can't help screaming. You said your dad's clearly a tall M85. I can pretend to be scared. Okay, as much as your classmates say. I was so angry that the muscles on my cheeks twitched. I blinked to block the way. People's money is like killing their parents. I didn't fix your uncle. Teacher's first-year party for each class to choose a repertoire. I know you can't dance. And he knows I can't sing, but our names are all on the list. The performance I sing you dance is like a rock beating my leg. Our faces are not happy. The song chosen is The Shield. A classic music-oriented CA. I blush to see my teacher. You may not be on stage. I really can't sing. The slightly older teacher patted me on the shoulder. This girl is so modest. However, it was actually Jun Mip's turn and I went on stage. The teacher suddenly woke up. Turns out I'm not modest. I'm introducing myself. Lost did not say. I also sing the melody of The Shield into the perfect CA on the part of Xin Ni. You dance like you're fighting. Under the porch laughing loudly. The teacher was silent for a long time. You are full of energy. Loud voice and good health. The judge just saw that there was no calcium deficiency. The bones are very strong. Just looking at you, I know you're talented. My nose is also gone. The heat comes straight to the forehead. I don't know if my face is red. I turned my head a little bit. The detective kept his eyes on me, his ears flushed, assumed that the war continues. Then the homeroom teacher called me up to the office to talk about grants. Latest level for difficult students. But not for days. The form I filled out was taken by someone who was willing to take the LAN, transmission in class, although in the end, that classmate was punished by the school. Warning, but the form was read over and over again, every single word in the paper. Those are my own words. It's a very vague thing. In the blink of an eye becomes clear. People look at me with eyes of compassion. Shocked and avoided. Eventually there were rumors that I was doomed. My parents and brother were killed by me. Anyone who comes close to me will also be caught in bad luck. They claim to be for justice. I advise you not to sit at the table with me. I thought you borrowed this for Rooster to drown Leo. I can't believe he didn't even raise his eyes. It's ironic to say that I have a leg bound. I've never seen a brain before. An empty mind is no good. It's important not to let it get watered. If you are not good enough, you can learn. Poor appearance can be corrected. But a bad heart has no way of curing it. Your mouth is like going to the bathroom and wiping honey. Miscellaneous speech. That's more than 10 girls in the neighborhood put together. Righteous hypocrites are scolded for blushing their ears, slowly leaving, under the sun. The boy's back was straight as a pine tree, messy hair in front of glossy forehead. The boy looked up at me smiling. When you yell at me, it's like yelling at your nephew. It was their turn not to say a word. You learn to discriminate. I mean, they're my customers. He coldly took out 10 red banknotes in his pocket. Smash it down on the table. I ordered you to scold me next time. At the end of the month, you will be rewarded with KPIs. Your classmates in class are so mean they can't be more mean. I can't even earn 1,000 yuan from them every semester. In less than 2 seconds, I made my choice. Quick hands, quick eyes for money in exchange for a flattering smile. Yes, sir. It's okay to make it difficult for AI, but money can't. If I'm not careful, boss, money is money. What's going on? Shut up, rich man, every day, 9 o'clock self-study evening. I packed my bag and was going to take a shortcut to go to work more. At the convenience store. Some of the girls in the class are talking. You know there's a pervert near the school. It's a guy who likes to scare girls into crying. Heard in the distance chewing. We're going to the big road tonight, I'm afraid. My movement stopped. The detective stood up and sat down again. Pretend you accidentally asked me where your house is. Long distance chewing. I have to go this way when I work. Even if I don't work more, I can't help but go home. Either you stop going that way or I'll go that way. I couldn't see it in time, so I ran out wearing my backpack. In the back is the voice of the boy. Come back, I'll take you there. If you don't go through there, take a detour. It'll take an hour. 9:15 late for work minus half the salary. Where to rely without going that way? Just go. I don't care if he's a pervert. In the way of my money. I'm going to turn him into a dead pervert. A dark crossroads. It's a few meters away. A man in a vest blocking the middle of an alley. The window opens slowly, almost laughing like crazy. Beautiful is perverted. I threw the bag down. Sleeve up and step up instead of back. Why am I so poor? Because I spent most of my money learning martial arts. In my room, only I can protect myself. That was before and that will be after. The coach also said that I'm very talented. Hi to healthy. Quick move. I'm going to kick a target. Let him call out to the heavens that the earth cannot move. Hit the spot so badly that he called his grandmother. I turned around to find my lost bag. I saw a boy. Wearing white and black pants, leaning quietly against the wall. Hugging my briefcase. Your right hand holds a brick. When he saw me turn around, he unconsciously threw the brick away. I haven't seen anything in a long time. Really, in the police station, the detective's face was calm. Officer, everything you say is true. My own eyes. I saw that pervert want to move his hand. Move your feet with your friend. Then you're screaming air like a falling mountain. Pervert uses his fear. Turn around and hit your head against the wall. I blinked and nodded innocently to the police. Sister police. Give us a glass of warm water next to you. Smile and say, okay, you're in good self-defense. Good work, do not be afraid. That pervert is a repeat offender. After leaving the police station, not only did I not sow, I was rewarded with 500 yuan. About working more, I told the hostess about today. He advised me to go home and rest. Today's salary is still calculated for me as usual, but money really makes people happy. I'm not a person without a conscience. Now AI looks good too. Think of the interrogator who just helped me talk. I hugged her on your shoulder. They look like good brothers to each other. Boss, I invited you to dinner. What do you want to eat? He tilted his head to smack Mala Tang. Oh, the young master is also beginning to humble himself. I like Mala Tang the most. He went to eat Mala Tang, put all the chili in. I told you not to waste it, but he insisted that I say this is better. Then the mouth swelled like a plant. I went to the bathroom 3 times. Of course, people with money can be wrong to make the devil. Over the past few days, we've made peace. He doesn't wake up early to watch me. I'll supplement your language. You can teach me English. He even offered me a job, high-salary tutor for me. I can earn 500 yuan on 2 weekends. I'm sorry I used to be blind. He's not a pretend dog. He's my genius. The last day of the national holiday, I do my homework. The bridge is screaming at the door. The bridge is my dog. It's small, but it's very aggressive. I opened the door and saw the detective standing outside, hugging a dog. Golden retriever too, you stand up straight. Hold your head high, you can't hide your pleasure. How do you see my dog? Body tall, silky, smooth golden hair, both beautiful and elastic, looks very expensive. Beautiful, but I also have a dog. I shouted 2 prayers towards the house, small round as a ball. Have fun running right away. Garden around my feet. The judge was stunned. I can't believe I have a dog. And then my expression calmed down and I pointed my hand at the bridge. Your dog is only this big. It doesn't work. Not with my dog. It's beautiful and can protect you. I came here just to show my dog. Come on, he scolded you for being a bastard. The boy's face immediately changed. I just ran away and explained it for a long time. I didn't realize what it was. I'm afraid it's not monogamous. I sat down and patted the bridgehead. Just finished. The small shadow darted out like a loud and aggressive barking arrow. The big yellow dog rolled its eyes, screaming, cowering backwards. Dude, I'm not yelling at you, I said. That's the one. They don't bite people, but they threaten people. I'm eating watermelon and watching some fun. Finally, the judge called the CA to his throat. It's like a big man laying on my feet. Tired of not paying attention to anything else. The doctor puts his ass on the ground, breathing red. Man, I told you to show off to me. The corner of your mouth trembled. Who's bragging to you? He's here to give you a dog. Oh my God, I reported it. I hurriedly stood up. I put half a melon in my hand. Boss, sit down, eat melon. He's cold. Every time you kill a dog, you value justice. It is the wicked heart of the learned. You're not welcome. Crawl up and sit in my little boss's chair. I ate 2 big pieces of watermelon. The next second, I seemed to realize something. He stopped and hated not being able to bury his head in the watermelon. Ears gradually red and then dark red gradually laying out the back of the neck. Take a bag of peas and put it in my hand. Happy birthday to you, then embrace my watermelon. The soles of the feet are like oil running as fast as flying. I keep people. Follow the shadow of his back until he disappears. For a long time rubbing his sour eyes. Today the wind is so big the sand is flying in my eyes. However, the more it hurts. Everyone's looking at the mock-up form. Only you saw my birthday. It turns out that even if you're not familiar, you're not familiar. There will also be thousands. Miles to pray for my peace. I thought no one would remember. Day with results. He and I were ranked 8th in the whole province. About school additional profile. I bought a bunch of flowers to thank the teacher. In the office, the teacher is talking to some teachers. This male child seems to be suffering. Not Sao, beautiful girl. Admission to a prestigious university. You can easily marry into a good family. 1 or 2 say it. Is it possible that this girl with the detective boy? You think a lot. The 2 of them became table mates. Is that Nam won the bargain? There is no IP to do Sao their mail from today. I'm just in school. You can connect with people who have distance. Such a large class. You can't even see your face outside of society. I quietly listen to all the flowers turn around and leave. Those words keep repeating themselves. But there's no way to refute it. The phone gets a message in the evening. The judge asked me where I was going to study. I said I haven't finished. He said I studied in the north. I stopped breathing. Instinctively avoid your next sentence. Even though I'm not going to the north, where are you going? I was confused and said, go to Cambridge. Not long ago. The old house has been torn down 100,000 yuan. I'm not home anymore. The distance is so great. He can talk. On the opening day, I was reporting in the north. Received an international call from England. Both sides are quiet. On the other side of the phone came a soft breath. You said, boy, are you crazy? I didn't say anything. He casually said, no, I have money. Can I go back now? You're in the north. I like the north. I slowly closed my eyes. The phone stopped and went silent. Did you open the bag of peace? I shook my head and realized you couldn't see. I can't see that. Open it. It's like praying. I don't want to see it. I was so angry I laughed. You really don't understand what I mean. Every minute I want to cry. I feel lucky, but I can't escape suffering. I didn't understand before. I don't understand now. I don't understand later. You horse attached every precious letter, boy, you are good. Heart is not wood and stone is sow insensitive. crying, not daring to say anything. When I open the door, it's dark outside. Only the moon. Try to illuminate the road ahead. If I don't move forward, I'll be buried in the night. I'm 18 this year, in the golden age of my life. Self-doubt and arrogance are competing with each other. It's loud, it's arguing. Cooperation is very favorable. After dinner, he invited me to the movies. His clear black eyes blinked at me. Your voice, sister, last time I was beaten up. See if you can pity me. I coughed and Can wanted to agree for 2 hours. There was a man weighing 70 kilograms. I also like to cut horns. Don't mind. In the eyes of the judge, threatened clearly, I dare to agree. I'll deduct the salary. I swallow my words. A tall figure stood in front of me. Battle six-man boy gritted his teeth and said, I think you are on the A side. The contract is signed and your father is useless. Unless you want to cancel the contract. Cancel the contract to pay 3 times more. Clear speech, prolonged tone. The boy's face changed violently. I'll be sitting in front of my grandfather's house crying. Cigars are really childish. After 6 men left the corner wanted to take me home, I shook my head and said no. I'm tired of dealing with 2 bosses tonight. I'm not so tired at work. I don't want to. You also have to focus mentally on the way home. Who expected him to coldly open the car door? Dear animal, please see what time it is. At 10 o'clock I want to go home alone. Do I have money or do I want to be you? If anything happens to you, why do you let me drink 15? I'm guilty over and over again. I feel like the day I got fired is not far away, not getting out of this 7 karmic life. Before you go get a little more, I signed into my WeChat account. I posted on my circle of friends. The schedule is empty. If you are interested, please quote, they can fly to every country. Limited quantity. Later there were 99 messages. Contact me, have hot girl network. There are celebrities and half are rich ladies. This is despite my boss's many flaws. But there's no denying the advantage. His biggest point is that he is handsome and has a lot of money. And also with his unique set of ways. Can be considered prominent in the world of finance, led to him being very popular online. Find pictures of you, Klein Hot Search, in an age where traffic is king. Some people like your popularity. Someone who likes your handsome face is also famous. Sometimes they are photographed for advertising. LAN transmits some news. Today's star is tomorrow's hot girl. One day Kier, maybe it's a beautiful girl, even if it is later clarified. The enemy was also famous, through advertising. Jendi is a businessman, he doesn't let himself suffer. If you don't fight back, join. C is fine, but you have to pay. What doesn't pay? The judge's legal department will sue until it goes bankrupt, so it's through this. Each month the judge can earn a sum of money. If there is a bridge, there is a bow. Where there is trade, there is my existence. Who wants to fame you? Suffering without a chance is everywhere. A person who wants to spend a person who is willing to receive money. Available transaction chain. Just lack of reasonable processing intermediaries. Standardization, transparency, standardization. Normalization of consolidation, according to the principle. Girls help girls help girls. I sacrificed what I was. My little self to achieve a bigger self. And volunteer. Courage to be a trade mediator. The market plays a role. Effective decision-making and resource allocation. Maximize the role of the market. I flexibly apply the price mechanism, the competitive mechanism, feedback mechanisms, and risk mechanisms. For example, if there's a scandal with the boss at different levels, there will be a different starting price. One about unit per piece NT10 0 for leisure activities such as dining and shopping. Minimum movie viewing is NT50 per activity. 4 rumors are rumors. The biggest characteristic is that there's no accuracy, horse riding, shooting. Climbing and other physical activities are guaranteed, at least NT100 per time. Because this kind of opportunity is so good to have, it can't be forced. Of course, I didn't mess with my boss's integrity. In the virtual world, fake couples are the easiest to break up. If you want to post a photo of the owner, if they hold hands, they will not be interesting. More and more posts are slightly related to each other vaguely. Let their imaginations fly high and far away. So I just need to show you the boss's route after the boss left. They went to the boss's place to take pictures, do some vague actions. The perfect scandal was born, of course. These opportunities are based on your boss's schedule, so the number of seats is limited. The highest bidder will get it. If there is any dissatisfaction, I can provide some after-sales services from time to time. To avoid scheduling conflicts, I split these things. Of course I can't do it for free. The middleman also has to be a little bit of a swordfish. Not much, the customer self-reports and delivers. Next time there is no schedule. You are welcome to play next time. I'm about to quit my job and stay in my old job. Accidentally trying to. The result of the rumors about the boss flying in the sky. And he's as busy as a dog. Online boss is walking with beauty. Actually drinking with old men every day. It's not about cooperation, it's on the way. To talk about business, there is not even time to curse. The whole company was very happy, only the boss is hurt. The balance on your bank card is constantly increasing. I bought my boss some cake. Big by hand NDT200. What's selling is not the cake, it's my life. The judge looked at today's schedule. Eyebrows tight. That's enough to kill a fly. The clerk is about to go bankrupt and I shake my head. If I was broke, I would have run away a long time ago. He took a deep breath and said, then explain it to me. Why do I have to take 2 flights, 1 day and business trip to BA cities? I'm the boss, not the old donkey. I'm in so much pain. Be strict because you are the boss, so at this age, I choose to be happy. I don't want to either, but you, Miss White, has given me too much. My name is Today. I saw the blue tendon on the boss's forehead twitching. Open your mouth is about to give out the national flower. I quickly open the cake, give him a piece, pour 1 piece after another. The boss's face is getting better and better. Wrinkles on the face also relax until we're done eating. You even said with a soft face, eat. He tapped his finger on the table with a happy rhythm, a rich secretary or a rising conscience. Both out of my mouth, I deny smiling meekly. It's not. I realized I should treat my boss a little better. I'm flashing my eyebrows up and laughing. Okay, just do it. Follow the schedule you set. 3 beautiful people in 3 different cities. In the same day. Climb to the top of a search trend. Netizen. Call him the emerging master of time management. That night, the boss was scolded by his parents. The lady always softened her voice to her feet. To interrogate my dead son. How big is it? But it's unrestrained. Be loose again. His father is your age. I told your wife what you're doing. The judge glanced at me in a helpless voice. I'm contributing to my wife. After hanging up the phone, he sighed. Thick eyelashes that cover the eyes look a little pitiful. Your secretary hasn't eaten yet? I'm amazed. Why haven't you eaten? If you are hungry, who will pay me? Can sweep any or all of that? I took out my phone. Give me 500 yuan next time and remember to eat, you say. I ate 2 or 8 and was too busy to remember. I put the phone forward. Eating so much is too much to do. Punish me 1,000 times next. Your eyes look at me a hard word to say. I'm on a business trip in the next city. This city is near the sea. It's a nice view and there's a duty-free shop. No woman can resist the temptation. This includes me. I'm picking lipstick in my head and calculating the discount code. Judge, stop twisting. Buy it all and ask. I just made a few bucks that I wasted. You're poor, I pay. The welfare of the appellate staff. I opened my eyes so suddenly. I felt a bit panicked for a moment. Why, I've never heard. He patted me on the shoulder and said, because I've never been the boss, it's too reasonable to argue, so I won back. Boss, you're so good. He asked deeply, how good is a polite word? This snow has been used for hundreds of years. It's derived from crystallization, the wisdom of previous generations. You're telling the truth and you want to drive me crazy. I hesitated to answer very well. If you look at me, maybe I'm happy. Excited emotions should come early. I told the boss to go back to the hotel first. And I went down to the convenience store downstairs, buy some everyday stuff. After returning, swipe the room card to enter. Get tampons. I hurried to the bathroom. I just pushed the door out and the dark steam filled the room. The boss is standing naked in the shower and standing up, under the warm yellow light. That accentuates smooth, firm muscle lines. Wide shoulders and narrow waist. He turned his head in amazement. Our 4 eyes looked at each other. You cover the front and back. My mind told me to scream, blindfolded and turned to run away. But my emotions controlled me. Your eyes don't listen to the wrong words. My throat is so dry I can't scream. I licked my lips and looked straight. Sir, this is also the benefit of SAO's business trip. Realize it's impossible to cover it all. He sat down and covered his face, panting. Quite not from. There is only one talent like you in 10 directions. I know you love money, but I don't know if you love money. I'm sorry. Hiding too well. Looking too much and too closely makes me dream all night. The boss goes to work the next day. I ran into my boss at the entrance to the elevator. After I realized you're not very natural. Dear secretary. When I set my mind to. I see the boss's face is looking upset. His boss signaled I've called you 3 times. I'm sorry. I was deaf to your boss just now. He clenched his hands and coughed gently, pulling the tie. Adjusted his jacket and finally stroked his hair. How to? I didn't even raise my head in response, instinctively. The man's voice was filled with anger. At least I'll raise my head and say, I just saw an eye that I'm about to explode. My ass is up in the sky, my eyes are blind. Look at the shadow of your back. I noticed you were wearing a new outfit. It looks smaller than one size. Tightening the waist, the ass is also crooked. To not be able to look anymore, look at the station. Half a day later, I feel my mind is disturbed. I can't focus on work. Close your eyes and your ass. I clean the floor in front of the office. Boss's job is to take the mop. Peek and wipe until the floor is shiny. I don't like watching my ass. I let myself see enough. I pulled the 3-meter door 50 times. Still haven't seen enough. The tiles are even more shiny than the Mediterranean tiles of the P room, case downstairs. The judge saw me at the door before he could ask and fell over. Your ass doesn't mean you're okay. He adjusted the glasses that were deflected, shouting, Dear man, I want to make you angry. I quietly took 2 steps back. You came to win. But your expression is more like winning. Don't forget who paid you. I ran 3 steps into 2. The knee slipped back, patting the boss's pounding chest. Don't be angry at me, please. This month's salary is not fixed. The judge joined a drinking party. He wants to take me with him. He's never been involved. Maybe this time it's the month of the seizure. He even hired a stylist and makeup dedicated to me. I pointed to a line of costumes. You can choose any one. He pressed his chin and nodded. Whatever you want to wear, you dress normally. But don't forget there will be someone to warm me up. I hesitate or I stop. He sat up straight with a serious face. Dear secretary, I think you still don't understand what I mean. I mean, you can wear whatever you want. This is the freedom you enjoy, like the others, within the vague provisions. I can protect you, the waves of my heart. Every sentence that enters my ear is powerful. I know I have a body. Being sexy is not my fault. And I know I've been harassed. It's not my fault being a woman. But no one's ever told me this before. I don't have a strong back. We should bind ourselves instinctively to reduce the problem. A stone is thrown into the silent lake inside. It causes countless waves. Wait until I'm wearing an open fishtail bib. Blackback walked out of the fitting room. The body covers the red nose to the ears. You have to wear this dress because it doesn't look good. Your voice seems weak. It's so beautiful that I feel like I don't deserve you. I can't help but laugh. That's right. She's pretty in a sack. There are a lot of good and bad people mixed up. I even saw the old bastard harassing me. He's stroking his big belly. Eyes glanced at me. 2 little eyes swirling around with evil intentions. Oh, this is not a secretary I haven't seen in a long time. Dressed so cool today. Even if I haven't seen him in a long time, he's as mean as before. I rolled my eyes and raised my palms. Due castration, his face became even more sinister. Put your glass of wine up close. Suddenly, a fingertip wrapped in a handkerchief. Into his protruding belly. Stay away from the bedbugs. Keep your hands down. Remember to keep your distance from others. Being born prematurely is not easy to say. He snorted at Director Yang. What does it smell like on you? Like the smell. Maybe the bladder is connected to the lacrimal gland. In the eyes of peeing, you can see everything. The old man is smoking. Is Director IP still well? Healthy or not? It doesn't affect your fucking looks. You don't normally look in the mirror. I didn't know what I was. It's also useless. Ugly face like a wrongful conviction. Cowardice throughout. You never wash it all. Even if it's coated with water. He was red-faced and angry. But I can't think of anything in return. This guy's mouth is so fast. The coroner patted his pregnant belly with his hands. Both ridicule and contempt. Rectum to the brain, lose weight, lose the whole brain. How do you explain this to your brother-in-law? About visiting the public fund box, he pulled me away freely. You're on this trip just to scold people. But today I asked the boss to leave. He asked me what I was leaving for. I said go to the grave. He coughed softly for an hour. I take you away. By the way, visit the staff's relatives. No, I shook my head. No, I won't let you take me. The words that came to my mouth changed. It's not impossible. In the cemetery in front of the stela, a leaf fell. I come here every year not to sacrifice with them, but simply is for them to see how well I'm doing. I'm still cursing in my heart. The police officer took a bottle of wine. Nausea I from inside Raj's chest. And I'm throwing a little cup in front of my father's grave. I just flashed my mouth and muttered something. I choked my throat for a while. Don't be too much. I wouldn't even burn a note for them. And you drink too. I said they didn't treat you well. The shadow of your back fluttering your wine stiffens. Quick hands, quickly eyes, closed mouth. He said to the grave as if I had just farted. Then you're good at pouring the rest of the wine. In front of an anonymous tombstone beside. In my mouth murmuring, my uncle gave it to me. 2 shots missing, I want the neighbor's house, who is always calm. It's stupid and awkward now. I can't take my eyes off your shadow. For a long time sighing and scratching his lips. Good and good, at least I need one. Maybe you have both. That night I logged into the account that embarrassed me, Kier. I updated the status. I said if you like your opponent, you have to do it. The first comment is, marry him and play with him. The account is called Naive President and Beautiful Secretary. Not long after the phone rang, the coroner called. The man here has an investment. Do you want to join? Low investment with no risk, high return. Sounds like a scam. He laughed. You have so much money that you fool me. Come down here, I'll talk to you directly. When I walked to the window, I saw a familiar car parked. Downstairs, I'm wearing a jacket, feeling inexplicably stressed out. I came in front of him. He said, lend me 100,000 yuan. Heart rate suddenly calms down, more like a scam. Even so, I still transferred 100,000 yuan. I rolled my eyes and put the phone away. Be your girlfriend. If you agree, I will have 10 million in you. If you refuse, you'll raise money and run away. Think carefully, this guy is evil. If I marry you. The elephant asked for this, so I can't even think of it. So I'll allow you to claim the fairies. His eyes sparkled and he hugged me tight. You whispered, I can't sell you anymore. I know when. It was fun the first time I got paid. Invite me to eat well every time. That's what Ray is. People should not be too concerned when evil is still evil. There's no other way. I'm 26 now. This is a more mobile age than 18. The notion of love rising like the tide. Come fast and intense. I raise my hand and surrender. I remember that lucky bag. After the phone went off that day, I took it off. There's a peace charm and a note inside. The note said, I loved you at first sight. I also completed. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to press the like button and sign up to hear more from the dark. Maybe again.